Hey YouTube, Madam Roy back once again on this kind of sunny but starting to get partly cloudy Friday, April the 18th. Well, I decided to go out today for breakfast, and sure enough, I came upon a yard sale. And I think people are trying to get their yard sales in early because tomorrow it's supposed to be totally rainy for the whole morning. 70 to 80% chance of rain. So the few people that are going to have a yard sale this week are definitely going to have it today. I actually hit up a couple of yard sales, but the first yard sale was the only one I actually found something at. And that something is this. This is the Logitech Harmony Advanced Universal Remote Model 550. Now, this dates from about 2006. I know that because it actually says that on the back here. Let's see if you can see 2006. And I actually used to sell these when I was at Best Buy. I started there in October of 2006 in the computer department, and I worked there till 2009. And part of my duties was to help people have what they called the total solution. In other words, people that were buying a multimedia computer at the time were also buying these remotes because you could theoretically hook them up to certain multimedia desktops, and it would be like your entire solution because these remotes can actually control up to 15 different devices. So you could take this remote literally from room to room if you wanted to. Like, I'm thinking about setting this up to control almost everything in my room. That's my two TVs, my DVD players, my Laserdisc player, and then all my stereo components. I don't know about controlling Blu-ray discs with this because this is an older remote, even though it's never been opened. I might be able to get an update for it. But before I open this, I'm just going to go ahead and go over some of the features. Let's see what it says. Number one, consumer choice for advanced remotes. Has the demo button, which of course a lot of remotes of that time did. Finally complete control with one remote. Simple one-touch activity control. Computer-based setup makes it easy. The world's largest AV control database makes it work. Now, the way you actually set this up is you have to hook this up to your computer. And you can supposed to be able to download the latest device lists for all your different devices, your TVs, your VCRs, your DVD players. Let's go ahead and look on the back here. You can kind of see that it has this, this is like the main display. You have four, looks like, main programmable buttons. In this case, it's watch TV, listen to a CD, watch DVD, or play a game. But I'm sure you can put any four devices up there that you want. Let's see, simple one-touch activity control. That's what that is. Maximum control. Sound and picture convenience buttons help you tame tough configurations like switching picture aspect ratios and sound modes. This is where most universal remotes lack. Most universal remotes will not actually control the menu functions of a device, such as your LCD TVs. Supposedly this one will do that, and I'm sure it would because, you know, once you're going online and getting the latest driver updates, or in this case device updates, it's going to have all that kind of tech. It's literally the latest controls for everything. You can see right there, sound, picture, simple for everyone. Now, I don't know how simple this is. I mean, I'm sure there's definitely a learning curve when using this remote. Here's something interesting. World's largest database. The Harmony 550 gives you full control of up to 15 devices, which includes 3,000 manufacturers and over 100,000 infrared devices. Everything from HD TVs, personal video, DVRs, in other words, TiVos or anything that works, any of the DVRs that work with your cable or satellite companies, from Laserdisc to VCRs. Notice again they don't say anything about Blu-ray players, and that's because this remote's from 2006. Easy to set up. The Harmony Setup Wizard does the programming. so you don't have to. Just connect your remote to the computer and answer a few questions about how you currently use your home theater. We'll have to see how easy that is. Here are the system requirements and what it contains. It contains the Harmony remote, the USB cable, installation guide, installation CD, and the 4 AAA batteries. There's your system requirements. Works with IBM, Windows 98 SE, 2000 ME, and XP. So yeah, this is pre-Vista. And USB port, CD-ROM internet access, and there's your Mac requirements. That's English or French. So it's English, French, Spanish, and Portuguese. They have little logos. Works with all those different operating systems, including the Mac. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, we're going to go ahead and open this. I was debating whether or not to keep it, but because of its age, it's really not worth a lot of money. You know, I was thinking of maybe selling it because I really like the remote that I'm using now, but this, I'm really curious to see how well this works. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up, and we'll give it a try. Okay, so I got the package open for the most part. Let's go ahead and see what kind of accessories actually came with this. Alright. Open it up like this. Looks like we have the USB cable here. Just your standard, I'm guessing probably a mini. Yeah. You can see right there, it's just a mini USB to regular USB cable. Here are the... Yeah, I kind of figured that would be the case. Here are the very crusty AAA batteries. I am so glad they did not put these in the remote, because you can see these things have exploded. I'm getting them all over my mattress, which is not good. Clean that off a little bit. So those will be going right into the trash. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do that right now. Go ahead and pull some tissues here. And I think what I'm going to do, we'll take out this user manual. You always want to be very careful with new old stock, especially when it has batteries, because you can be sure that by now, after, let's see, this was about 7-8 years, they will be gone, and they will have exploded. Okay, so now we have nothing else in there. So now we just have the USB cable, the remote, and then the user's guide, and I'm assuming there's a CD-ROM in there with the drivers and software, but I don't think I'm going to try and use that, because I guarantee if it'll work with my computer, there's probably a newer version. So let's go ahead and pull the remote control out. If I can do this one-handed. Yep. Here's the back of it, and unfortunately it feels like there's some type of, I don't know, maybe it had gotten really hot at one time. The rubber behind it is really, really sticky. Like, I don't know if you can see this. I'm pushing my finger on there. It's hard to see with the camera, but it's really, really sticky on the back. So I'm going to try to clean this off. Probably try and use some Goo Gone to clean this off. So be back in just a minute. Whew, that was kind of a big job. Something had interacted, I guess, with the plastic in there. There was tons of residue on the back of this. I had to kind of scrub this with some Goo Gone, and then I used some Windex, and finally most of the greasy, sticky, greasy stuff came off. So let's go ahead and try to fire this up. Now, I also found something else interesting. This had never been opened, but look at this. That's right. There were some more batteries in here, so apparently it came with 2 sets of batteries. Thankfully, these have not blown up like the other ones. So I'm going to pull these out right away, because heaven knows how old they are. And they're stone dead too, so they're going to go right into the trash. And we're going to go ahead and put in 4 new AAA batteries. Let's see what we got here. This is not easy to do one-handed, folks. 2, 3, go ahead and put the cover back on. See if we got anything. Oh, I saw something trying to come up there. Let's push the power button. Yep, yes, that is my phone making noise, as usual. Push and hold it for a few more seconds here. Huh. Absolutely nothing. Well, that's not encouraging. Well, I'm going to have to work with this for a few minutes, see if I can get some power, so be back. Alright, well, kind of a half success. I still could not get any power with just a battery, so I decided to plug the USB cable into the computer. And sure enough, you can see it says USB connected. So I don't know if I have some bad batteries, or maybe the terminals in here are not functioning properly. But as you can see, it's definitely trying to do something. Let's see if I can get this here. Yeah, it's trying to install the Harmony remote for sure. Well, it says it was successfully installed. I'm going to try to turn the power on with the power button again. Okay, I guess that's disabled when it's linked to the computer. So I'll stick the remote here for a minute. Let's see what actually comes up here. Nothing. Probably have to have the Harmony software installed. Let me work with this for a few more minutes, because if it's not getting power from the batteries, then it's going to be kind of useless to me. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, we have success. It actually, one motor controls it all, 3,000 brands, 100,000 devices. See, TV, DVD, PVR, HDV, VCR, and PC. Incredibly simple one-touch activity control. Choose Watch DVD, and Harmony powers on your DVD, TV, stereo. Even presses play for you. Harmony 550. Okay guys, the weirdest thing. You would assume that this is actually the power button. Well, it's not. All this does is it makes it go into the power save mode. To actually turn this on, you have to push the activities button, which seems very strange to me. But as you can see, it is definitely working. So I would call this a success. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and upload this video, and then I'm going to do one in the future once I get everything programmed and show you guys how this works. So we definitely have a successful test here of the Logitech Harmony 550 remote. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned, like I said, really soon for a future video on this remote once I have everything set up. Until then, have a blessed day, everybody.